Are you able to have a personal life at all?
Not really, Jimmy. The way that I've structured it with my family is something's got to give, and when I'm doing a picture, my family takes a back seat. And the only reason that they're able to do that is that I then take big chunks of time off to focus only with my family. So when Romancing the Stone comes out like March 30th, and then I'll wind it up about a week afterwards, and then I'm going to spend the summer with my family, and particularly my son. And they all seem to be in sync. That seems to be the best way to do it. I think for anybody, forgetting even this business, it's very tough, especially with newlyweds, trying to struggle with a career and your family at the same time. Something's got to give.
What effect did being a Hollywood kid have on you in negative or positive sense? Obviously, you learned the craft, and that was an advantage, and you had a lot of connections, which made it very well. But
well, that helps. The big plus is you just learn it, as you say, the craft and the business. So you can handle the successes and you can handle the failures a little better. Plus, you just appreciate so much how fortunate you are to be in this. The negative side is you are expected to succeed, which is very unrealistic in this day and the age. And if you fail, you get much more attention brought upon. So there's no upside. I mean, even after all the struggle of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, people sort of expected it. After Romancing the Stone now, if you have the kind of success it looks like we're going to have, you want to enjoy it a little bit and savor it rather than people just saying, well, of course, you know, it comes from the family, and what do you expect? It's not that easy. Your family can't do anything to help you in the jungles in Mexico, or they can't get you, put you in a part. But I feel fortunate, and I'm going to party a little bit after it's all over.
How well do you handle criticism? What criticism you've gotten over the years, since you have had big successes and not really big failures, but there have been a few.
Well, I'm one of those people who, who never really hear it, except maybe, in critics. I don't enjoy criticism when there's nothing you can do about it. So, for instance, on movies, I love showing, to a lot of people and friends the first cut of the picture and getting as much input as I can, because if one person says that something's wrong, I won't listen. But if 3 or 4 or 5 mention the same thing, then you got something to do. Once the movie's over, and other than the roles of critics who you live with, and you, depending how hard your hide is or response, you take it. Personal criticism I'm not really that interested to, and are fairly defensive about, because there's nothing I can do about it at that time.
Well, what did you think when you first saw the completed film with people?
Well,
this is really... Was that good? Were you surprised?
Well, I'm still feeling it out. This is really one of the first times we've only shown the picture twice. I showed it once to the studio, 3 times. Once to the studio, once to like an audience, like a test audience at the studio, and that wasn't even finished. We've only shown the picture once to a finished audience, which is a whole bunch of friends, so-called friends from Hollywood. No one's really that happy with your success and getting a response. And now this is the first time we're getting a feedback, and I'm pretty excited.